top 10 reasons. Top 10 reasons why Saul Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez won't fight Triple G. Why that fight will not happen in the near future. One, and this is the one that the media will give you the narrative, is that A side, B side, they just couldn't come to a decision. See, in boxing, it started with Floyd. The A side fighter wants to have get the lion's share of the revenue and call the shots. You know, boxing is a very egotistical sport. You have to have big egos to fight. And Canelo wants the lion's share of the purse. He's the bigger name. He has a bigger fan base. So he figures he should call more of the shots. Now, if they went to a purse bid, as what would have happened if they couldn't come to an agreement before the time, I think it was May something, early May 20th or something like that, 21st, then they would have to go to a purse bid, and the purse bid would split the fight 55-45 Canelo to Triple G or Gennady Golovkin. Well, that wasn't enough for Canelo. He's the A-side fighter. And so that was a perfect excuse, actually, for them not to fight. Which it kind of, worked out. They didn't fight. They're not going to fight. They're still going to negotiate, though. But it's not going to be a fight. Well, here's one of the problems. The A-side fighter, Canelo, wanted about 90% of the purse. And Triple G would get 10%. Now, Golden Boy and Oscar them knew there's no way that this guy would agree to that. So, hey, it's a way out of the fight without looking totally like a coward if you have stupid brain-dead fans. And Oscar assumes that because Canelo is Mexican, that his Mexican fans wouldn't care and support him anyway when he goes up in his next fight and fights against the lightweight champ of the world, like he did when he fought against Glassjaw Khan. That's the first part. Two, why he won't fight against Triple G. Canelo won't fight Triple G. It's Triple G's power. Man, this boy hits hard. Triple G is a pounder. Dude can hurt you with a jab to the body. So because of that and seeing that, Canelo doesn't want really much parts of this guy. And neither does Golden Boy. Because if he hits him with one of them jabs to the body, that hurts people. Canelo would have a lot of trouble with that. Canelo's not the best boxer in the world. He's a good counter puncher, but not a great boxer. He's going to take a few hits. And if you can get hurt with a body punch, and that might stun you, then hey, why risk it, right? 3, Triple G's jab and Olympic pedigree. Triple G is not Floyd Mayweather. He's not Aristotle Landi. But he is a decent, good boxer. He doesn't fight in the traditional European up and down style. He comes in, he takes a little punishment, but he can box, he can jab. If you saw when he fought Lemieux, he used a jab. He broke that boy down and finished him off using boxing skills. And Canelo saw that fight. That didn't help him that's not going to help him get a fight with this guy, because it's going to be difficult for Canelo to try to outbox this guy. And even though if he does box him, he's still going to feel his power. Number 4, Canelo's defense, or lack thereof. That's another reason why he won't fight Triple G. Canelo is a great offensive fighter, and he's really good at setting up his punches offensively with his counter punches. If you notice how he did against Khan, it took him about 6 rounds, but when he was able to figure him out in round 5, early round 4, then round 5, he broke him down, and then he actually caught him with that punch that you can see him setting him up for the past 2 rounds. But in the meantime, the between time, how much punishment, or how much did Canelo Alvarez get hurt by Amir Khan? Granted, Khan is fast, but some of those punches connected. And if Triple G connected on some of those punches, the result would be a little bit different. And he knows this. So he's not a fool. He's not going to fight this guy for that reason. Another thing, number 5, this is an important reason why he won't fight him. He doesn't feel like he can hurt Triple G, I think, in his mind. He's seen Triple G fight other fighters, and Triple G has never been hurt, stunned. He's almost impervious to the punishment that the other fighters give him. Sometimes he allows them to hit him. So they'll move in closer so he can finish him off. Well, Canelo, one of the biggest things about Canelo, what makes him a great, scary fighter, is his power is potent. He depends on hurting the other fighter. He depends on that fear factor, keeping them from unloading their power shots on him. So, because of that, Canelo fears Triple G, and I don't blame him. I'd be a little scared too. I mean, look what he did to Amir Khan. That's what power does. You see the way Khan is? Hit him with that one punch, lights out. I thought he killed Khan. Now, granted, he shouldn't have been fighting against a guy that weighs 140 in the first place, but boy, I felt sorry for Amir Khan getting hit like that. He walks in the ring, Khan does, probably about 150. 155 maybe. He might have lost weight after the weigh-in. Canelo walks in the ring about 185, 190, looking like a fire hydrant in the ring, and hitting like a fire hydrant, and just plastered that boy. So yeah, if he can't hurt this guy, he fears him, and I don't blame him, because Canelo, when your power doesn't affect someone, you really have nowhere else to go. That's your biggest draw, and it's a great weapon to have. Triple G has it too. The sixth reason why, number 6, why Triple G and Canelo won't happen. Canelo Alvarez and Golden Boy, if you notice, there's 3 fights I like to point to. 1, Austin Trout. 2, Arislandi Lara, and 3, Floyd Mayweather. When he fought against guys that could box and were good fighters, he was gifted decisions in 2 of those fights, and of course, he couldn't pull the strings just except for with one judge again in the Floyd fight. Against Triple G, somebody that HBO has put tons of money in, he's not going to be gifted a decision. See, that punch to the face you see right there from Lara, if Triple G's doing that, the judges are going to count that. So even if Canelo survives the Triple G onslaught and is able to stay in the ring with him, he's not going to get gifted a decision. And that's a big problem, because HBO is not going to cook their golden goose as well. And they are putting a lot of money into Triple G. They're not going to have him lose a decision to to Oscar's fighter, Canelo. So it's going to be a fight where the judging may be fair, and if it is, who do you think is going to win? Right? Triple G, a guy who's used to fighting guys that size, or Canelo Alvarez is used to fighting guys that are 30 and 40 pounds less than he is when he comes in the ring on that final time. So no. Can't buy off the judges. Can't fight. Number 7. Let's be honest. Triple G's about 34 now. Triple G's not quite old enough for Canelo to fight. He wants to be a little past his prime. If you know his mentor now, and his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, made a field day of fighting old legends. He fought them when they were kind of going down and what they were. When he beat Chavez. Chavez was an old guy, already past his prime. When he cheated and got the decision against Pernell Whitaker, Pernell was a little past his time. So Oscar made a killing and a living off fighting older people. He also beat what's that Puerto Rican fighter? Macho Camacho, when he was past his prime. So that's what Oscar does, right? Canelo fighting Triple G right now. Triple G is what, 34? He can still go. Canelo wanted to do that against Mayweather. Mayweather's about 36. They figured, we have a chance, we have a name. Let's see if we can take Mayweather out now. Oscar has this hatred for Mayweather since he lost to him, in their mega fight. So he figured, Floyd's a little slow, maybe we could take him. Didn't happen. He's too young, 36. So Triple G, you'll get that fight maybe in about 4 or 5 years, maybe when you're 39. That's probably what'll happen. 42, then Canelo will fight you, and they'll act like they beat somebody and they did something. Number 8. Canelo looks at it this way. Canelo knows he lost to Lara. He knows that Trout fight was very tight, and he knows Mayweather gave him a boxing lesson. So because of that, he's lost 3 times probably. He realizes that his mind, his body knows it. He realizes that he's not invincible. He realizes that Khan did weigh 114 pounds when he got in the ring with him. He realizes that he fought lightweights. So for him, he knows that a Triple G fight is dangerous. And hey, the smartest thing to do is make as much money as you can if you can fight the Angulos, the Kirklands, or a bunch of other guys that can't defend themselves. It's probably smarter to do that than to fight against a guy that can. Number 9, Oscar De La Hoya doesn't want to lose his golden goose. If you look at Golden Boy, when Golden Boy broke up, when Richard Schaefer left, all those good fighters left and went with who? Al Heyman. And who stayed with Oscar? Canelo Alvarez and Bernard Hopkins, essentially. And Bernard Hopkins is 51 years old. That's not making Oscar any money. So if you're Golden Boy and you look at this, if Canelo loses and gets knocked out, then that's it for Canelo. He's going to be a quote-unquote B-side type of fighter. And if he loses that fight, where's he going to go? Who's he going to fight? Nobody. So he can't have that. Canelo has to stay winning. Oscar gets the opportunity to make more money. So, yeah, he'll wait till Triple G gets old and then they'll schedule a fight. Hopefully, Canelo will stand up the whole time and HBO will agree to give Canelo a gift decision because he's the more marketable fighter. That's the way this thing really goes. When Triple G's not marketable, then they go over to Canelo and they'll let him win the fight. Right now, Triple G's still marketable. The refs are going to call it fair. And the 10th reason why Canelo Triple G won't happen is, to be honest with you, I think Canelo's scared. He doesn't want to fight the guy. He knows he'll lose. And by the way, Triple G, you're afraid of Andre Ward. So there's nothing special about you either.